with Coach Jason Simpson. We're at Snappy Tomato Pizza Monday night, and the Skyhawk football team winning over Murray 66-59. Coach, I would love to go through the play-by-play of this game, but I want to be asleep by 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Hey, first of all, congratulations to our soccer team. I heard you on the way in. That's awesome. Coach McNamara and those girls doing a great job. Let's win every conference championship.
Okay.
Let's win every conference championship and dominate the OVC. That's I know it's everybody's goals are to be awesome.
I think that would be fantastic. But, as a whole, we talked – where did we talk? A Hall of Fame breakfast. I'm not sure if you were there, but Phil Dane was talking about the success we have had in the conference in the past couple of years. All the sports, not just football, not just women's basketball, but it's really impressive.
No, it is, and those our female sports done a great job, and our coaches, and we talk about this. I mean, this, I have a young daughter. This is you would love. It's a safe environment. It's a beautiful campus. We've got great girls basketball here in West Tennessee, and softball in the Nashville, Memphis area. Sometimes it can be a little bit more challenging. Recruiting in the male sports because of population, the number of football players and baseball players and basketball players. Myself and Coach James and Bubba have to go out a little bit farther, and so. But once we get them here, we've had a lot of good out-of-state players here. So every sport's got their different challenges and things. But the other sports, I'm real proud of the things they do, and the more we all win, the better it is for everybody.
And the bottom line is we're all on the same team. I think it's neat when we have the student-athlete events, when all of our student-athletes from every team are all there together.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. We all live in our own little worlds, and because we think our game's so important and things. But it's really neat. I like seeing our players around. I don't even realize sometimes the relationships that my own players have with the other sports. Mm-hmm. And that's really neat, whether you see, I remember, I guess it was last year, Dudley was on the sideline with some of the basketball players, and we were kind of dragging around a little bit and had the lead, wasn't real playing. I do the second half. We need to get a little juice going, and I got some of the basketball players come in there at halftime and just hang out with us, and it's just something different for our football team. And I think it might have even been Southeast Missouri. I think
it was. And you said last week, I thought this was funny. You said a lot of your football players think they could play on our basketball team, and a lot of our basketball players think they could play on your football team.
Well, I think they all do. They all do until they get out there and practice and they realize their skill set is for something different. But it is really neat though to see the crossover. You see our softball team, our volleyball, and our players that are friends with them, and that makes me feel good, because you're always talking as a coach about the community and about the university, and we're here for the school, we're here for the student body. It's not the other way around. And sometimes it may take a guy a year or two to figure that out, and we're here to provide entertainment and school spirit, and kind of be the front porch to the universities, so somebody can see what a great place this is to go to school.
When you say that too, I think a lot of the schools that I think about that I'm not that familiar with, my perception of them is their sports teams. And that's all it is. Like when I think of Northern Illinois, all I'm going to think about is their football team. I don't know anything about their school.
Right. And but if we go up there and we follow them and we get online and we say, hey, they've got a award-winning communication department like we have here, then maybe that's another student that wants to come to school at UT Martin and get that University of Tennessee degree.
Coach, let's talk about the win over Murray State, 66-59. I don't even know where to begin for those who listen to the game or watch the game. What were your thoughts on the game?
Well, it started off offensively in practice. We knew there were some good looks that we liked, some things we were doing. Derek had a great week of practice and was really just really in tune and keyed into what we wanted to do offensively this week. And so one of the things I told the team before, and because I've been on the offense, every week, just didn't feel like, we were living up to expectations, and some of it was me probably holding them back, protecting, trying to live on our defense, because early in the year we certainly had played outstanding defense, and up until the last two games, and because there's a lot of things can happen when you throw the ball 46 times.
Right.
Sometimes those things are bad. But we knew going this week we were going to have to score points. Now, I didn't know it don't have to be 66, but we knew we were going to have to score points. And so I said, hey, we trust you guys. You have a lot of confidence in yourself. Let's go play. And so that first and foremost started with practice. And, there's just very few balls on the ground in practice. They're just receivers were really in tune and practiced hard that week. So we go into the game, and, we start off kind of spread out and kind of made some things happen. And, and just kind of kept rolling from there.
Defensively, the big plays in the first quarter that might have been the difference of the game when you look back is an interception and a fumble recovery.
Right. No, we come in and that's one of the first things I did was meet with the defensive staff and watch the tape together. And at the end of the first quarter, it's 35-10, and we had scored on defense. And Thad Williams had a great interception, scored a touchdown. We had held them to a field goal, and then we had forced a punt. Mm-hmm. So and it's 35-10. So you say, we were not as lost as we became later on in the game, and so. It wasn't great, but it was still keeping us in the game. How well, playing solid football defensively in the first quarter. And we lost that, and things got out of hand. So, we're very capable. That's what I told the team today. I saw a good personnel, a good defense play bad. And you don't say, well, they got lucky. No, give them credit. They made plays on offense, but we're a quality defense, and we didn't play very well, and they made us pay for it.
I thought that even when it was 35-10, and this is in the first or start of the second quarter, you thought, look out. Murray scored 70 earlier this year. They're capable of scoring points.
They are, and their quarterback, he's got tremendous confidence, and now probably one more stop. To be quite honest with you. Changes the mindset, and you get in that second quarter and it's 42-17,
right? And
you just scored, and then we gave up one right before the half. Just with 10 seconds, 16 seconds left before the half, and we went to halftime 42-24,
42-31 at half,
42-31. Yeah. So we gave up two late there. So,
but without that score, it's 42-24. And I even told John Abel, if you don't want to talk to Coach coming off the field, he's probably not real happy now that we gave him that touchdown.
Well, and we're not going to use an excuse, but the facts are that two of those top four DBs, no longer are healthy and can play, but other guys are on scholarships too, and we've got to play better and we've got to coach better. And it wasn't just on the back end. We didn't get enough pressure. That was our worst game. I thought we played defensive line-wise, not in our gaps and not doing things we're coached to do, and didn't get enough pressure. And those are things our defensive line has led this football team, for the first 6 games. And so that was disappointing, and I'm ready for those guys to respond this week. They'll have to.
Okay, next segment, no negative words out of your mouth, because we're going to talk about the offense. And the day that Derek Carr and 3 of your receivers had, which is just unbelievable. Yeah. I said, and before we talk about this, if you have not heard, well, actually, Coach, I was listening to WHBQ, a Memphis station today, and their 2 announcers on their afternoon show talked about our game for about 5 to 10 minutes, just saying, did it really happen? And it did happen. We'll ask you how it happened when we come back. Great. Skyhawk Talk here on the UT Martin Skyhawk Sports Network.